Intro. What would you do if your best friend suddenly started acting super strange? Imagine this, you're hanging out with your friend, playing video games, joking around like you always do. But then, they say something that makes you raise an eyebrow. Is it just a joke, or is there something more to it? Today, we're diving deep into a sus story that will make you question everything you know about trust and friendship. Stick around because this tale has a twist that'll leave you thinking twice about your own circles. Main content. Let's set the scene. It all began on a regular Saturday afternoon, just two friends chillin' in the basement. We had snacks, soda, and a solid lineup of games. Life was good, right? But then, my friend Alex made a comment that caught me off guard. He said, "You know, sometimes you have to know what people really want." At first, I shrugged it off. Maybe he was just trying to sound deep or philosophical. But the more I thought about it, the more uneasy I became. A week later, things started to change. Alex began acting differently, almost like he was hiding something. He would show up late or cancel plans last minute. Things got even weirder when he started talking about a new game he downloaded. He was super secretive, saying it was too good to share right away. Curiosity got the better of me, so I started probing. "Come on, man. What's the deal with this game?" Each time I brought it up, he'd give me vague answers, which only made me more suspicious. The real turning point came when I noticed him texting someone constantly during our hangouts. Every time he'd feel my eyes on him, he'd quickly hide his phone, acting as if nothing was happening. That's when I decided it was time to do some detective work. I told myself, I can't let this slide. My first step. I asked other friends if they noticed anything strange about Alex. Surprisingly, they said they felt the same way. One of them, Mia, even mentioned that Alex had been acting super weird around her too. That's when it hit me, whatever was going on, it wasn't just me. I decided to confront Alex. Now, confronting a friend can be tricky, especially when you think they might be hiding something. But I needed answers. So, I picked the right moment. We were playing his secret game when I casually asked, "Hey, Alex, who you been texting so much?" He went stiff for a moment, then laughed it off, saying it was just his gaming buddy. I could tell he was lying, and I felt a rush of adrenaline. I pressed on, "Really? Because it seems like it's a lot more than that." That's when he changed the subject completely. Now, I was really on edge. I felt the tension brewing like a storm cloud. So, I decided to lay it all out. "Look, man, I'm not trying to pry, but you've been distant and weird. What's going on?" For a second, I thought he might open up, but instead, he snapped. "Why are you interrogating me? Just drop it." Whoa. That reaction was out of the blue, and it scared me a bit. There was definitely something bigger happening. The very next day, I got a text from Mia. She told me she just found out that Alex has been talking behind my back. She claimed he was saying I wasn't a good friend and that he had found a new group to hang out with. Can you imagine how that felt? I was hurt, confused, and angry. I decided it was time to confront him again, this time about what Mia said. We met up to play basketball, and I asked him straight up. "Is it true you were talking behind my back?" For a moment, he looked stunned. Then he smirked and said, "Oh, you're worried about that." I felt my heart drop. This was way worse than I thought. He admitted he thought I was slowing him down. I couldn't believe it. I had no idea he felt this way, and the betrayal stung. We began to argue, but in that moment, something odd happened. He suddenly turned serious and said, "You know what? I didn't mean any of it. I just wanted to see how you'd react." It turned out he was testing our friendship. Talk about a plot twist. I sat back, my mind racing. Did he just play a game with our friendship? That was it for me. I knew I couldn't trust him anymore. I decided to take a step back and think things through. In the end, sometimes it's not about the games we play or the friends in our lives. It's about how we treat each other and the trust we build along the way. Outro. So, what do you think? Would you have handled the situation differently, or do you think I did the right thing? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this sus story, give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more wild stories like this one. Until next time, remember to keep your friendships real and your eyes open.